Sarah Palin loses her defamation case again. Against the New York Times, Sarah Palin has once again come up short in her courtroom battle against the New York Times. On Tuesday, a jury ruled against her in a high-profile defamation retrial, nearly 8 years after she first filed the lawsuit and 2 years after her original case was thrown out. The decision didn't take long. Just days after the trial began, the jury delivered its verdict, ending Palin's second attempt to hold the Times accountable for an editorial she claimed damaged her reputation. This retrial only happened because a federal appeals court ruled that the original judge, Jed Rakoff, shouldn't have dismissed the first case so early. Ironically, Judge Rakoff presided over the retrial too. Following the decision, a spokesperson for the New York Times expressed gratitude for the jury's work, adding, "The decision reaffirms a key principle in American law. Publishers aren't responsible for honest mistakes." That's an important point in journalism, especially in an era where the media is under intense scrutiny. Palin's team didn't immediately comment, but the former Alaska governor didn't stay silent for long. She took to X, formerly Twitter, and voiced her disappointment, writing, "But please keep fighting for integrity in media. I'll keep asking the press to quit making things up." While her message was fiery, the result wasn't exactly shocking. Palin had already faced defeat in her first trial, and the same judge in similar circumstances made a repeat loss feel almost inevitable. Still, it all played out against the backdrop of a changing media landscape, where public trust in the press has taken a serious hit. Some thought that might work in Palin's favor. It didn't. Her original lawsuit, filed in June 2017, centered on an editorial the Times published after the tragic 2011 shooting of Congresswoman Gabby Giffords. The article suggested that an ad from Palin's Political Action Committee, one that used crosshairs to mark Democratic congressional districts, may have played a role in encouraging political violence. Palin argued that this claim was not only false, but reckless. To its credit, the New York Times issued a correction within 24 hours, clarifying that there was no proven link between Palin's ad and the shooting. However, the paper also said that the mistake didn't take away from the broader message of the editorial. The stakes were higher than just one article. This case had the potential to challenge Times v. Sullivan, the landmark 1964 Supreme Court ruling that gives the media legal protection when reporting on public figures, so long as there's no actual malice involved. Some conservatives had hoped Palin's case might weaken or overturn that standard, but those ambitions were dashed when a court found she waited too long to bring up that argument. In the end, the New York Times stood its ground. Amid rising tension between the press and political leaders, some of whom openly brand journalists as enemies, this verdict served as a reminder of why freedom of the press matters, even when mistakes happen. So for now, Palin walks away empty-handed, while the Times walks away with another win in the increasingly complex world of media, law, and public perception.
Click related link below or like and subscribe this channel.